FC club for our Connaught Cup final preview. I'm delighted to be joined with a panel of experts here tonight and who will give their view on Connaught Football Club and the Connaught final going forward and what our plans will be for the future after this Connaught Cup. I'll introduce you to the panel first and then we'll throw out a few questions. And first on the line is Chris Mahon. Chris is our club captain for Sunday and one of our key players on the day. Alongside him is Connie Morrissey. Connie Morrissey was the team manager last season, along with Jerry Murphy and Shane Durkin. And Connie had the team to Sligo for the first round of the Connaught Cup, and we'll get Connie's view on the games as we go along. Then we're delighted to have our club president, Tommy Rumley, and Tommy is our ever-present man here at the club from 6-year-olds up to the 60-year-olds. We're also delighted and thankful to have our current manager, Daniel Leary, with us here straight after the training session, and Danny will give us an insight into the team. Our club chairman, David Cunningham, new to the club as well as chairman, here a long time, but new as chairman. And we're delighted also to have Tracy Hall with us. Tracy has been the ladies captain the last 2 years. Is the most successful team in the club at the moment. Loads of silverware in the bag, and we're going to talk to Tracy about the coming year with the ladies football. And we're last on the panel then is John Durkin, and John is also an ever-present member here. But John was one of the founding members of the club here 43 years ago, and still here today. And myself. So we get the review underway, and I'm going to go the first question out to John Durkin. And John, it's about the foundation and the formation of the club. Just a brief few words on where it all started from the football club.
Yeah, well, Jerry, we were born on the 3rd of May 1976. I suppose we probably started like a lot of other clubs. The gang of fellas got together and played a couple of friendly games, and we kind of said, why not get in there and play? And around that 76-75 time, there was a huge influx of teams in the county. That was the team that really got the league on. At the time, they got the league on. We started at that time with one junior team and one under-18 team, and we just mushroomed from there, really. We would have started in with under-12s and 14s and just kept moving on, and then we had to do our developments and get, we moved around the pitches quite a bit, and we came and opened up this place in 1992. So it's been a fantastic story, really, the whole way around the line. It's excellent, and anybody would be proud of it, thinking that we're in the centre of Mayo, the road area, and what we have here is just second to none. It's just second to none. It's fantastic.
I have to agree with you there, John. And I suppose the icing on the cake now will be to get the one trophy that has eluded for.
It is, yeah. As I said, we're 43 years and about 20 days trying to get a hold of this fella. We failed in 1988. We lost 2-1 to Sligo Corinthians, and we were down 2-1 in 2004 to Ballinslowtown. So hopefully it's third time lucky.
Fair play, John. Thanks a million. Tommy, it wasn't always soccer that was played in the Connaught. We were famous for another sport back in the day as well.
We certainly were, Jerry. When I was a young fellow, that's a fair while back, but it was Gaelic football, and we were known as St. Anne's. We were amalgamated with Band and Carrick and Manor. It was primitive enough, like there was no other thing as pitches like that today. It was a grass field, get the cows off it, put up oh yeah, that was typical. Put up two sticks side to side and a rope across. The rope got there, John Durkin. You referred to that one before.
And I was just going to say that get the cows on it if you didn't want to play the game.
Oh yes, that was another matter. So it was not from there, but then it happened that the girls were at a loose end and they decided to put up a camogie team. And a brilliant camogie team, and there was 7 girls from the village paid for Mayo in All Ireland in Broke Park at the time. I won't go into names because I could dig up somebody and I don't want to do that, but they're nearly all local girls. So the lads in, we kind of chomping at it and we said, look, if they can play camogie, we can play hurling. So we got the hurling sticks and the slitters and what have you, and back in Gilligan's Field, another cow field, and head for leather. So we contested a county final. down in Charlestown against the Balladrine team. And after that, the immigration, of course, was a major problem in times. So we lost both boys and girls to immigration, so I kind of played it after that, you know. Now, the one thing that hurt very much was, I always said I never loved soccer, Jerry. I loved it. Yeah. And I couldn't go to a soccer match because the ban was in at that particular time. You might know it, you young people, but there was a ban. Yeah. You were not allowed to watch a soccer match. Yeah. So many times we get back to Westport, the big games in Westport, as we thought at the time. And you put on a coat, you turn up the collar, you put down the cap over the hood, and anyone wearing that, they took them off. You kept your head down, you didn't go to nobody, and you know, you saw the back. Now, if you were found out, you were suspended. You could get a year or 2 years. Yeah. I think it was draconian, actually. But victory in the band went then, and today, thanks to God, we have it here now that boys and girls can play both Gaelic and soccer, or as I prefer to say, soccer and Gaelic. So, I leave it there, Jerry.
Thank you very much. So we could go on for a week. That's why you weren't at the start 10 minutes on end. Connaught, it comes to your turn, and a bit like myself, maybe you were introduced to another, not football in the beginning, but had you other interests in Connaught before you came to football?
Yeah, I was, by the time I mentioned hurling, I was a mad hurling fan before I came, but from Tipperary, but we lived in London, and I used to come home on holidays to Manila. 1989, I think I came to the first game in Manila. My brother-in-law was playing Sean Senton. Every time I was home on holidays, just going to the games and of course a few pints after the game. But that's where I got the first interest. Then we moved home to Manila in 1999. Sean was only 2 at the time, and he was stone medal for soccer at 4. I think the age to start here was 6 at the time. So I didn't know Damien Joyce at the time, so I got in contact with Damien and I said, have a young fella here, he's stone medal for soccer. And he came up at age, at 4. Well, 6, we'll bring him out, so he said.
As you would,
Is that Joyce when he was young?
Yeah, so I came out here and started the academy around that time. Remember that, John?
That's right, yes.
Yeah, and
So the
Gary McHale started, Baden Frame started, Matthew Flanagan came along. All them lads came together. I think they came the year after Sean, they were 5 when they came. And they're here pretty much since. And that's how I got involved with them, started managing them and started managing teams all the way up and there. That's how it started off.
And a lot of them lads that you had at that age, you went on to win another 14 Connaught Cup, and there's a few of them still here today.
There is,
They're talking out for Danny on Sunday.
It's a very proud day for the club and a proud day for us. We've been involved in so long. Like, they're a mighty bunch of lads. Like, a few of them, when playing Gaelic for a couple of years, they're back. And didn't play, a couple of lads didn't play for summers. They went away working for summers, and they're back now. And this year, thank God, they're all back playing in a very strong squad. And like, we're delighted because that we feel that the heartbeat of the team, they're so young, and they're the heartbeat of the team, and they've come through every team they've worked their way up the whole way along, and we're delighted to have them lining out on Sunday.
It's great to see.
Yeah,
it's great to see. Danny, I'll ask David first. David, you're, I suppose, a new chairman. Been here a while with your family playing football, but now you're the chairman. Did you envisage that it was such hectic? Now the Connaught Cup, like we had the B team in the Connaught Cup semi-final, we have our under-18s in the Connaught final, and now we have our senior team out on Sunday Connaught final. Did you envisage when you took on the chair that there was so much work involved?
I think he's a lucky chairman, Jerry.
He could be Johnny. I think he could be.
There was always a saying, Jerry, if I knew then what I knew now. The amount of work that's involved is colossal. It really is. I had no idea when I was asked to get involved in this and was voted in that there would be the amount of work involved in. But I have to say it's a fantastic club. Everybody pulls together so well. In my time as chairperson, we've got to know Chris very well. Danny came on board around the same time. Needless to say, Connie, Tommy, yourself, John, Tracy, we know one another a long time. The amount of little jobs is unbelievable. There's no one person could do it. It's all about dragging loads of people together, getting lots of people working, and that's one thing that I love about this club. It's the heartbeat of our parish. My children are here for years. Balcarra, Manola make up this club. It's not just a football club, it's the hub of our community. And when you see days like last Sunday here when we had our kids' blitz, there was about 1,000 people in the field here. It was fantastic, and that was a very proud moment for me as well.
Yeah.
So yes, it is a big task, but the amount of a lot of people helping out to make it so easy.
Yeah. Well done, Dave. Danny, you're a bit like David. You're new to your role in our club, but new to the club, new to the people in the club, and you have taken on a job here in Manola. And you too, like David, have, crash landed on, Connie got the first round of the Connaught Cup off to success, in you come, and next thing you're in the Connaught final. Before you hardly even get to know the players at all.
I suppose it's a testament to Connie and the team that he built to get us where we are now. I mean, I've only added a couple of players and that's it. So the players were already there. A lot of it is down to them, not down to me at all. Connie and the boys, they've put in phenomenal effort since I've come to the club. And as everyone said, I think this club means so much to everybody. And the boys who are going to tug out on Sunday, it means so much to them. As a rural club, to be in a Connaught Cup final it's phenomenal, really, because you don't really see it. You very rarely see it. It's normally 3 or 4 of the big teams from Mayo, Galway and Sligo maybe. A rural team like ourselves, it's nearly unheard of to get that. I mean, I know it was 2004, the last time in a final, so like 15 years. It's a long time, but for a rural club it is hard to get to a Connaught Cup final because you've got all these big teams that you've got to come up against. I know you played against Cliffney from Sligo, then Chris Farragut from Galway, so we've had a tough run through with Boyle Celtic and then Castlebar. No, but it's hard, and that's why it is so hard to reach a Connaught Cup final. It's so hard because you're going to come up against 2 or 3 really top teams to go through the rounds and make sure that you're still there at the final is hard.
Growing confidence of the competition went on. Growing confidence. By the time they got to the semi-final here against Castlebar Celtic, phenomenal.
That day there was no one going to beat us. There was no team going to beat us. Didn't matter who we were playing against. No. I mean, it meant so much to everybody who was involved in the football club on that day.
One more now, Danny.
One more, exactly. I mean, it's
one more.
It's going to mean so much more.
It definitely should have been 2 up within 5 minutes. An unbelievable pace to the game. He said I don't think any team would deliver us at that day.
No, I don't think so. Hopefully we can bring that again on Sunday, and hopefully Corrie won't be able to deliver us on Sunday. But that's the challenge. We've got another really tough team to play against in the final. They're a top side down below. I know they're down a division through different circumstances, but listen, they're a good side. They've beaten a lot of big teams.
And without doubt, at this point, we have to congratulate them on getting to the Connaught final.
Absolutely.
And if we don't win it, well, to them, and so be it.
Absolutely,
Chris, I came to watch a football match here one Sunday a couple of years ago, and during that match, there was 2 fellas standing in the corner of the stand, kind of shouting at me and Marcy across the stand. And after he went off, I said, "Who was into that?" And Mary told me that's Podge Monroe, Chris Swan, they want to sign for Monroe. And in that short space of time, Chris, you made a great impression here in the club, and you've escalated yourself to the captain of the team. What's it like for you here now in London?
That's fact. I'm not being understanding it. You can always hear me before you see her anyway, like it.
She's watching later.
What was the question again?
Like, how do you find, here in London, playing as captain now of the team? Captains play, we like all players to play with a bit of passion, but when you come to a club new and to take to it like you have taken to it, we're impressed here, and they say you wear the badge on your heart, and every day you go out, we see that, and you have grown to be the captain of the team now, and how
Well, it was that. Coming into the club, I kind of knew some of the lads from playing against them anyway, through the leagues, through the years and that. And when I did join, the lads were very welcoming and made me feel at home and just more like brothers and teammates, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
But they were a great bunch of lads and that, and I settled in that sort of way. I'm a winner.
And you certainly
I'm a winner. Like if I'm playing in training, I want to win.
Yeah.
If I'm playing a match in training, I want to win.
Yeah.
If there's a decision to be made about a throwing, I'm in the middle of it and I want to sit like that. It's just something that's been, I don't know, you say beat into me or that I grew up with, like, you know, whatever. Like, I want to win. It's as simple as that. I'm a winner. And as to be thrown the captain's armband, I was surprised to get it. Obviously, we've been so new to the club, and obviously Connie gave it to me here, and he obviously trusted me and put his faith in me. And I'd like to say rightly so. Like, it's been a great journey for me. It's been 2 or 3 years now, and I've absolutely loved it. And, I do wear my heart on my sleeve. You know, I'm the best way to put it, I'm a winner and I want to win.
And it's infectious too, it gets across everybody in the
It's a
team.
massive addition. It's a massive addition to the team. Like when he came in, there was a lot of young lads in the team, and they were kind of finding their way in the Super League. And Chris came, like we were used to coming up against me in Ballyhale, and everyone thought that Chris was this fella that should just went out and kick people around the field. He came in here, started playing football, and within the first couple of training sessions, you knew he was a leader straight away. You just knew like that. When he crossed that line, that he was a winner in that position. That's why we picked him as the captain. And since that day, we haven't looked back. He's done a great job so far. So hopefully we can finish the job off on Sunday. Really.
Fair play. Fair play. And Tracy, I'll come to you now. You've waited a few minutes to get your turn in here. I suppose the question we have to ask, you've been captain of a very successful team, Tracy, and you know, what can we bring to the lads now for Sunday from that? What can we, you know, inspiration can we give them? What can they do? What, you know?
Well, I suppose from the start of the year, like, preparation starts then, you know, it's if you fail to prepare, then prepare to fail. Going back, I suppose, 2017, when we won the WFAI Cup, we prepared like hell that year. You know, we were training very hard. As the year progressed, so did our goals, so did the intensity in training, and we committed to that. We committed to the team, and we set out to win the cup, and we did. For this weekend, I don't know. They've done everything. They've trained well. They've ate well. I suppose keeping hydrated, all that. Just relax. I suppose for the next 2 days. I distinctly remember going down to Limerick the morning of our WFAI final, and there was very little talk on the bus about the match at hand. You know, it was general conversations and laughing about this, that and the other, and just having a crack. We weren't overthinking the match, and I think it was the best way to go into it. You know, there was no point overthinking or stressing that morning because we'd done the preparation. You know, and you can get in a ball of worrying. There's no point because your mind can play tricks on you. So just relax, and you've done the preparation, and just enjoy the moment, enjoy the day, and certainly, Chris, enjoy lifting that cup. You know. No, there's honestly no better feeling.
It's
And
more to say that you play the game and not the occasion. I think anymore. Some lads, some people, players do get lost in the situation.
And look, as well, like, you play soccer and you play Connaught because you enjoy the sport. You know, so just enjoy the whole moment. If you stress too much or put pressure on yourself, the enjoyment is kind of taken away from you. So just enjoy it.
And of course, Tracy, you had the experience like the lads to losing 2 finals and then winning one. And then you went on to dominate. You know, we might come to that afterwards later on and see what brought you to that next level, and you know, we might see this transformation happening after Sunday. We have won a few cups here with Connie's team in the past, to go on now in the league, and you know, it'd be nice to win it after this again in a couple of times. Like you did, you know, you got.
Absolutely. We
Once
have,
you got started,
it went from the Mayo League to the, like, over the years. It didn't happen overnight to the cup. So yeah, we have a good few titles under our belt, thank God. But that's because it's a great team here.
I'll move on to probably the passion that people have around here. And I suppose it's a local club thing, it's a passion thing, but
a problem. I've got so far into it now I can't get out. There's no way back now at this stage. Jerry, it's very hard to answer that. I suppose I went through committees, I went through officer roles, I went through management roles, I went through pitch development, and back into management again a bit, and both boys and girls. I actually coached Tracy Hall here as well. And now I'm with the support group. And I said that's a big part of it, the fact that I didn't hang on, you move around. And I think big success of this club is the fact that we're not depending on the one person over 20 or 30 years to keep it together. We've got new people in, and people like me, you need to step back, let the new people do what they want, because they will come with different ideas and all that type of stuff. And we will see that happening, and it's all for the good of the club, and we're all there for one thing, like the good of another football club. And but when the likes of me sees that, you do remain keen and passionate, and the whole works like, you do. And I suppose some people, I started off as a 76, and some people started with me and they moved off to different things, but I stuck with it. I suppose the fact that I was living locally as well was ahead and all that, But it's it's a fantastic club to be in. As a rural club, we would have got, you get compliments from people all over Connaught. It's just, it's tops.
Yeah, it's your home area. You grew up around here, and it's supposed to bring a Connaught Cup to here would be unthinkable.
Yeah, well, like Connaught, with Connaught, the team that won the 114 Connaught Cup, instead of Connaught and Monty Passport, and that I don't know, 2011 or 12 now. But we won the FAI Club the year of 2007, and when you win something like that and reach the very top of the country, there's only one way you can go, and that's down, really. But we didn't. We kept the standards up, we kept it going, and when people see that, it's a fantastic club for parents to take young kids to. And as Chris said, I think it's one of the things Conor and myself have always said, and Chris hinted on it there, and that is when he came in, he was ready for it. And I think that's a huge thing about this. Tommy does all the that kind of
that brings me right into Jerry's next question. Forever present at the door, Tommy, and the hand is out. Even here yesterday evening, catch him on United. I think more catch him on United. That's than everybody, and you have to hand out the warm way.
He didn't want to move on that spot because when you're not here, they miss you.
In good fact, I was told City that would be chair provided there by Matt's captain, past chairman.
Oh, very good.
I know that you meet everybody there.
You do.
But anyway, getting back to it, I used to come here, my son played, of course, in our club for quite a number of years, and good day, he said, we'd all go to matches and that. I was rubbed off. Now, I decided then that I'd go to a meeting one night, and I saw a top table. I was so impressed. It was Lord West Miles McDonald, John Loveday, and Peter Collins. And the thing was, don't ever look at Peter Collins as the chair, because if you look, you will do detention. See?
Well, it's just that we have it.
But anyway, I was terribly impressed, and I said, look, I'm going to join this committee. Now, I was vice chair of John Wilson for 10 years. I think it was,
The longest of history.
The longest, but never the chair. David said, if I knew then, but I knew then. And the first advice I got was my good friend and colleague here beyond John Durham. He said, Tommy, he says, you're joining here. He said, you're more than welcome. He said, if you get something to do it immediately, and it's done. Now, if I got something to do at the meeting at night, I would go. If it was physically possible, it was done that night. And it would say what like then after I had it done. But the other thing I think, and the most important thing he told me was, you fellas did an outlook. It was that way around or what. He told me, he said, if you fall out with somebody in sport, he says, you give up sport. And how right he was. I have an awful hang up, but if people come in here from up to the clubs, I make them very well, because they're doing what we're doing. They're doing what they're doing, but we're doing for our club.
You don't follow something.
Well, they did. I was here for the Westport game last Thursday night, and I was telling my usual spot there. And all the people, supporters from Westport, 2 persons came over
great excitement in your house, passion for the club. There's no other family in the club, I think, with more passion for Connaught than in your own house. Like a feeling to have one of your own turning up, you know. So.
Yeah, it's great. It's great because, as I said, Sean started here when he was 4.
Yeah.
And we think that time that Sean started and Gary and Ben and Matthew and all of that started.
Yeah.
That they'd come and they'd be playing senior.
Yeah.
And they'd be playing the Connaught Cup final. Like we never imagined at the time, but it's great. Proud day for us, and it's great to be associated with a club like Connaught. And he's a one-man club and always will be. And we just hope now that he can just go on and win it in the second Connaught Cup. That'll be a massive achievement.
Yeah.
And like as I said about Danny coming in, like Danny's since he's come in, he's done a great job, and the lads are delighted, and he's brought that extra bit of experience that we didn't have, and
Different.
over the
A
line.
couple of different angles, yeah.
Yeah,
You're great. And
they're enjoying playing football on them, which is most important.
They do,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I like how you're probably into the next question very heavily.
Yeah, that's where we
Motivating players, Danny, for a day like, you know, a game like this. You know, we don't have a great record of winning cups, and you know, a cup game is on the day, but to maintain motivation for a league, week in, week out. How do we go about that?
To try and keep the motivation for the league, obviously we spoke about it when I first came to the club, that we've been winning cups, and the club had won cups, and on this day the team is as good as anything that there is. It's just it's about making sure, listen, I'm not trying to play football differently than anybody else. It's just trying to get into the minds of the players to make sure that they focus that it's not just we take every game as it comes, but we look at how we can progress. So it's not we win a huge game and then we're then down gears in the next game. We want to make sure that we maintain the performance levels that we put in. And I think since I've come to the club, we've done that. Maybe against Bally last week we did a little bit, and that's why we were beaten 2-1. But that was probably the only game where we just dropped our standards a little bit. Whereas every other game we've kept to the standard of the game before and try to be better. And I think that's the whole thing, was just to try and be better than you were in the last game. Do what you did in the last game will be better.
And players are responding.
Players respond to that, and I always say that the lads that laugh at me when I said there's always a but at the end of it, no matter what, how good we've been, there's always a but, and we can be a little bit better on something. And it might just be in our defending, it might just be in our last attacking play or whatever, but there's always that little but with me. It's because I'm always challenging them to be better. That's the big thing. Hopefully it will carry on through the league.
And the challenges, David, the challenges that brings to a club to provide resources for that. How will we equip the club to provide the resources for the likes of Danny and Chris and Connie and John and all these managers and coaches to keep developing and moving the club forward at the pace?
It keeps us under pressure.
I come across it, in fairness to David and the support committee and everything, anything that I've ever asked for, we've got. So I think fair play to everybody who's in on that committee and behind the scenes. Everything that football's training tops, anything that we've asked for, we've got, and we've probably got more than we probably should have got. But listen, we keep trying to
Keep
push whenever we can.
Would you say that's expect last piece again?
I should have won second. No, listen, they've been brilliant with us. They really have. And everything that we've wanted, because listen, we want to try and get the best that we can for every player who's within the club. And my job not only is managing the senior team, but always to give them a little bit of insight maybe into the underage and what they might need and what they need coming forward, so that we can keep this club growing. That's what we want. We don't want it just to be we win the Connaught Cup on Sunday and then that's it. We want the whole club to keep progressing from the under sixes all the way up. So sorry for coming across. But you finished. I just can't speak highly enough of them. It's brilliant. I mean,
you know, you bring out the best of the players, you know, and us, and you know, we all have to know it, and that's where I'm coming from with David, that we put
absolutely,
you know, how are we going forward to keep up to the pace of this?
Well, in the beginning, when I was first introduced to Danny, one of the things that impressed me about Danny was a simple little speak, and it was something along the lines that he wasn't just a manager of a senior team. He was very much a club person. And that meant so much for us when we made the decision for Danny. It's very, you get a lot of people that are very singular focused on certain things, but not with Danny. And his coaching experience is a huge benefit to everybody in the club. This weekend is a huge weekend, and like as Connie alluded to earlier on, the lads wouldn't be here if they didn't start 10, 15 years ago. We have a very vibrant club here. Everyone has a separate job to do. We're trying to delegate jobs all the time. Danny manages, the lads play football, Chris captain, everybody has a job. Our job as the executive committee is to try and keep all the little things moving, keep the funding coming, keep everybody happy. Daunting task. It is a big task, but as we said earlier, the club has a very bright future. It's one of the very few clubs here on a Thursday or Friday evening that you would come out and see children from 6, 8, 10, right up along, boys and girls. We're one of the very few clubs that have kids, boys and girls, men and women at every age bracket, and that's something we should be very proud of. A big part of our job is making sure that there is a future for that, and we're working very hard at it. And as we said earlier, everybody does their own little job, so I see a very prosperous time ahead.
Same for you, Tracy. You have kept the ladies team together. You're back in the league again this year. You're out on Saturday evening. Starting your campaign for the WF Cup again, FAI Cup again. There's a great bunch of young girls here in the club. It's important that the ladies senior team keep going, keep winning, and it's progress for our young girls come on. They watch what's happening up above, and it keeps them going as well.
Absolutely. Like, we haven't got to this stage, as I said overnight. I started playing with Connaught, I think 16 years ago, and when I started playing for the seniors, I was about 15, 16. It started off with Mayo League titles and the Mary Welsh Cup, and then it grew to Connaught Cup, and then we won the Shield in 2016, and now it's at our goal every year is the WFAI Cup, and that is our goal this year. I suppose we were at a loss last year. We went into the WFAI competition with having no Mayo League or no Connaught Cup, so we have no match practice, and that is a huge loss. You can't beat match practice. So I think that was our downfall last year.
Of course.
And do you know what? It wasn't through any fault of our own. Like, we were willing to play these games, but I don't know what it is now with ladies football and the lack of interest. But hopefully now this year is seeing a rise in interest. There is a Mayo League. There might be a whole lot of teams in it, but it's still giving us that match practice that we need to enter these big competitions.
Hopefully to kick off.
Absolutely, yeah.
Motivation, Chris. We spoke a bit about now, but we have to congratulate yourself, Chris, on the recent interview with the local papers this week. We've heard a lot of great comments about it, and the motivation for yourself and the passion for the game. Keeping it going week in, week out. In training, as you said earlier, in training, on the pitch, wherever it is, you have to win. What drives that? Just is the will to win at all times?
I think it's obviously you have to love the game to obviously play it for starters. I think it is that will to win. I think it's a bit of thickness. There's a little bit of that in it. I think it's just the will to win.
And when you're training with the young fellas, the newer lads coming up, now we say the under-18 Connaught Cup team that's waiting for their progress in their final. When you're out there training with those lads, do you find that it's easy to motivate them, or do some of them kind of react a bit to?
I don't think they react to it in a bad way. I think that if there's some of the lads that need motivating, I think you just put your arm around them and have a whisper in their ear and just tell them come on and more and stuff like this. It's all you can do with them really. It's up to them to get themselves going and really. It's only so much that I can do for one or even for myself. It's a lot of it is in the individual himself.
Have to want it themselves.
I think it's up to the lads around them and obviously management as to over them to try and get the best out of them, get the best they can.
I know for the ladies as well, like for me especially, you're not playing with your teammates as such, you're playing with your friends.
Yeah.
Like there's a huge bond through every team in this club, and you know when you're playing with your friends, the drive is there even more. Yeah.
And I just see you, Tammy, out here, even with the young kids coming in, you know, encouragement and praise. You're always encouraging and praising even the young kids. And that's a big factor for a young person too. You know, praise goes along with like encouragement.
You must tap them on the head and say, well done.
Yeah.
You know, it's when they're the under sixes out here, boys and girls, and under 17s. You know, it's not about winning at that particular stage of the game. It's not about winning a game. It's about enjoying the football and getting the skills.
Yeah.
And you know, we have a good cross section of people out there.
But like Chris was saying to you, like, you enjoy it a lot better if you win.
Oh, you know
Yeah, you know, give them the skills first.
Taking part.
And then that's through, you know. But what I do like in this club is, well, most people get a chance to be brought forward. And this is one man here, and he's very good at this. He has a lot of young fellas out here, and they like to play the farm and be coached by him. This, that, and the other. Now, two other things that stand out is you have a good leader on the field, and we have Chris. Chris leads and they have fun. You know what I mean? Now, the same thing pertains with our ladies, because I was involved with the ladies for quite a number of years. And Tracy was a leader, and a brilliant leader as well, and the girls fun, and they do everything was at by Tracy. She would go over and above at some particular stage one year we were going to Dublin team game or day. And she would go over and above and call it duty as we call it. And she would put the team into training and because she did that we won that game. And that put us in I think it was the quarter or semi-final race. Semi, yeah. Like when you have good leaders, captain. Now I'm not saying by that to do with that by any possible means, because what I like about Danny's thing is you never hear a blow from the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He has his homework done the previous week, and the boys on the pitch and the girls knows what they have to do. So Danny does that, go over and shout and get back, get forward, do this and do that, or you know. And it's all gelling in, and it's all good. It's only good, you know. Yeah.
And Tracy said that just the preparation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You prepare properly.
Yeah.
You don't need to be shouting.
Not at all.
And the same with all the age groups. If your preparation is done and your training has been done well, you don't need to be shouting about it. The players will
Because
do what they're supposed to do.
to the ordinary public, that means that the manager has lost the match. It's like the fellas you see them on television, like chewing gum, and they seem to see this out. They don't know what to say. They're doing some sort of point to that.
And
this man doesn't do it. So.
again, you know, then I'll move into the next question about management. And I know when I was first asked to get involved with coaching and training teams, I was told it's just 2 hours a week. And as
That was to get you.
that was, give you a sense. I think when I was involved in management and coaching, I think I had 2 hours a week off. And one of the things that has come into this club in the last number of years is sport groups. And John, you know, there's a lot of work done by the sport group to help out senior teams at the moment. What's your
Yeah, that's my involvement now as such, but we started last year, we got the idea from, on a much smaller scale, from another club in the county, but we put it in place last year. Our job really is to, as Jerry said, back up the 2 junior men's teams through fundraising, administration, whatever they need. We feel it's our role to provide that, and it has been, thank God, it has been a very, very busy year for us since the AGM in January. We have 6 people on that committee, and when I'm on record right, I certainly want to thank them, and they are Leo Heaney, Jerry Murphy, yourself, Jerry Conroy, Aileen Durkin, and Jamie Joyce. They're the 5 of us on that committee with me, and we have worked away all year, we're responsible for the lotto, but it's all to make sure that Danny and Chris and the lads have what they want, when they want it. Not asking for football today and getting them in August.
Yeah.
You know, that doesn't work like that. And we work well with David and the executive committee, and I have to say it's more. Now it's not, I suppose there isn't enough just too many clubs that can do it, because to do it you need people, you need volunteers, and most of us that are involved aren't involved in other things, so which is great. But it's another 6 people on top of the 5 executive, exclusive managers. So that's our role, Jerry. It's probably a new role in Mayo football. I don't know the club has it now. One club had it, but I don't know if they have it now. But I think, and you'll agree, I think that is working.
Absolutely.
I think it's working well, and I'd encourage all clubs to do it, but you have to get the people to do it. People want to do it because you are in the background, and you have to make sure you stay in the background because that's your role, like in the background. Support is the name of it. And now we got the title, by the way, but it kind of works that way.
It does, of course, And David, as chairman of the club, you like the idea of the school and you're supportive of these.
Yeah, absolutely. As we said earlier on, it's all about a lot of people taking on individual roles and sticking with them. The club has so many avenues that are unforeseen until you're actually in it and you see all the bits and pieces. We're so lucky here. I travelled to Dublin a couple of months ago and I heard a programme on the radio about volunteerism. And I had to knock off the phone and listen to the programme. And it was as simple as this: if volunteerism in the west of Ireland finished, everything would die. And that's one thing that we are so lucky at here in the club. We have a huge and fantastic bunch of volunteers that all you have to do is ask them to do something and they're on board. It's no different to the support group. The support group and the executive work very, very well together. And I think, John, it would be fair to say that one couldn't do without the other.
Yeah.
We have a very good working relationship, and I would support the idea of support groups through every age bracket in the club, and that's something we're looking to for the future. It's the only way forward. If a club wants to progress, you have to have those foundations in place.
And for you, Danny, to have that support, it makes it easier to come here, manage your team, prepare for your training, and let the other stuff happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Listen, that someone else will have to take over. And it's so disheartening because you can see the pride that person has in a club.
Yeah.
Whereas it's too much work. It is too much work for one person to do, and here is brilliant. I mean, I've spoken with Aileen, with David, John, Jerry as well, just on different things. And it might be something small, but it just makes my life a little bit easier that I can get on the training pitch and coach the boys and make sure that that preparation part of it is done. And I might make a phone call to David or John or whoever just to listen, is there any chance that we might be able to sort this out? Because we're short this or we're short that, and we might need, in a couple of weeks' time, we might need this coming up. And it's brilliant that you can just bounce that idea off someone. Listen, sometimes they tell me no, great, that's fine.
Great to be able to.
But it is great for me to be able to pick up the phone and just contact someone that might be able to say, listen, we'll have that sorted in a couple of weeks' time. And I can then just leave that to for someone else. It's brilliant. It's great.
And Chris, you get involved as a player. You have a job to do in the field, but you're always first to put your hand up. And when there's a lotto ticket to be sold on a Saturday night, or when there's like tomorrow morning, or there's fundraising going on in Bad outside Roaches, a €2 ticket will get you a shop trolley full of groceries for the week. And you put your hand up every time, and again, it's the leadership. You're getting involved and helping raise the money as well as doing the job.
But before he answers that, I'll just say he sold tickets last Saturday night, and Cliff and Sean Morrissey, and I just sent him a text afterwards to thank him for sending them. His answer was, no problem. But the second bit was, it has to be done. I thought that was 3 words or 4 words. I thought it was very significant, and that's what he said. No more, it was all said and all that. Sorry, Chris.
You're okay. When you're in, you're in. If you're not, you're not. You do it, you don't do it. That's my motto of it. It's easy to do the 20 minutes, half hour. The ideas are all made up for you. The lads in the group, the support group, they're doing the hard work. We just go to the pub with a couple of tickets and sell them. If someone says no,
can't put my finger on it what is happening to say within Mayo or Connaught, and I presume in national.
Yeah, it could happen.
I don't know why the interest is at a loss there.
Yeah.
It's girls just don't have the same love for the sport. I don't know, and some are reluctant to play even though they do. I can't put my finger on it
Yeah.
why, but within this club anyway, I definitely encourage the younger girls to keep moving up the ranks,
Yeah.
keep progressing on to the next age group, because if you get to the senior stage and you're playing in a massive final, there's no better feeling like winning. And we just want to do that more and more again. You know, it's not about doing the same thing again. It's why wouldn't you want to do it again when the feeling was so good? Yeah.
And it's lovely in the club here, Tracy. There's a whole, for the first time I think in a long, long time, there's an awful lot of new girls
Oh
coming
yeah.
through at all underage,
Yeah.
under 8s, 10s, 12s, 14s, 16s. It'll be brilliant.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's the way it is with a lot of all the other clubs in Mayo as well. So I'd say you'll see a big resurgence in ladies football
Yeah.
And he used to be
over
forward
the next few years. Yes.
Yeah.
Try and keep those girls interested in it all the way through, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rather than letting them drop off
Yeah.
under 14s,
That's
under
the key.
16s, we need to try and keep them.
I have to say for the last few years as well, it hasn't been just the players in Manila that have kept it together, it's the management. And I know in particular, like, I'm going to name 3 people, maybe I shouldn't, but Dave McDonald was in and out, and Tommy and Joe King.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for them, I don't know if there would have been a team,
Yeah.
you know, and they pushed us along. And
Yeah.
if you were playing a match to win, whether you were playing for yourself or your teammates, it was for them as well. They put so much work in, and
Yeah. Fair play.
yeah, so it's a combination of everything. So we really do have to thank Connaught because they are so supportive of men and women, and it's great. You know, in a lot of clubs you mightn't see that.
You have to get a support group up and running.
Yeah, perhaps.
Tell you.
Just one thing about that what Tracy was alluding to there, but yes, it was a great journey with the girls. Now, there were beautiful bunch of girls to win.
Yeah.
There was no shenanigans going, do you know what I mean, or fighting, or I won't do this. They just did what they were asked to do, and we had great bonding. We had quizzes and everything. We raised a lot of money for our
Yeah.
own
I think it was
ladies.
about the development of a team in a small community. And we wrap it up now in a few minutes, but to have 3 teams this year close to Connaught, 2 in the Connaught finals and 1 very close to a Connaught final, building 2 senior teams, Connie, last year, the year before, and the year before, and to balance the players so they should have enough players for both competitions without cup time in a small community, which is a great achievement to get that fair together.
It's a massive achievement, especially as the under 18s are eligible to play B team football as well, so it's very hard to keep them separation as well and have to get them cup tied and get some of the B lads. We were probably struggling at the first game down Sligo, so we had to be careful that we didn't cup tie the B team lads as well. But they were beaten here 2-1 by Knocknacarroll Carroll in the semi-final, and it's a game they probably should have won, and it would have been a massive achievement again.
We'd have 1 trophy going into well, we'd have to overcome Connaught, of course.
Connaught won it last
We congratulate him as well.
It's a great achievement, it's like for a rural club to have 3 teams competing at that level is massive.
Massive job, And then you came along to finish the package off on Sunday. You brought in a couple of players, jigged things around a small bit, continued on the success, and we're in the promised land now on Sunday. It's the same.
We'll keep our fingers crossed. And
We're at the game.
Fair play.
that's the plan.
That's the plan.
Excellent. We'll try and push on it as much as we can. And
The last question, Chris, I'll put to you for tonight is your thoughts on the game and words of inspiration for your teammates.
Get to bed early, sleep.
No more tonight.
No more. The thoughts on the game is that it's not going to be no easy game. Let no one think that we're going to go to Terryland and walk over them or whatever. It's not going to happen. That's not how it's going to work. Connaught Rangers have beat some really good teams along the road. They beat Murrayview, they beat Calgary, they beat Athenry. You know, like they're all top teams in the top league in Galway. Probably the 3 top teams, 2 top teams and the top team in Sligo. We've beaten some good teams ourselves. Do we have what it takes? I think we do. have what it takes to win it. Will we?
I hope so.
Yes.
I'd like to think so, yeah. But like obviously, if we can perform to our best, to what we have been lately, I think we'll be there or thereabouts. I think, you know.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have got this far.
Yeah.
You would not have able to win it.
Yeah, I think we won't be far away.
And any words of encouragement tonight, Danny, for the team?
The
supporters as well.
For the team,
Yeah.
Chris said it himself. Chris is mad about his preparation and making sure that everything is done properly before every game. So I think for the players, it's getting enough rest and making sure they're eating properly and all that sort of stuff, which they've been doing anyway. So that's for them, and everyone's different, so everyone does their own little thing. But I think for the supporters, is just enjoy it, and hopefully we'll come out with a trophy and we'll celebrate when we get back.
Yeah.
I think that's
Super, yeah.
the plan. That's the plan.
And Tracy, we're back to you again. You know, we're relying on you. You have all this still going. You have all the answers. You have all the answers, Tracy. Words of wisdom to these boys and to ourselves that can even an extra bit of confidence.
No, just as I said now, it's this weekend. Relax, enjoy it, and constant encouragement as well of your teammates and supporters to the players. Just positive vibes the whole time, and you know the rest will flow. The hard work is done.
The hard work is done.
Yeah.
Kind of yourself.
Yeah.
If you were in the dressing room tonight now, not everything, but throw it all out.
Chris said earlier on, you just have to play the game and not the occasion. Like, it's a massive occasion, and we can't get caught up in it. It's 90 minutes of football. They're going to want it just as much as we do, and unless we have our heads in the right place and go into the game with the right attitude, no bad team gets to a final. And anyone thinking that's going in there, they're going to beat them because they're lower than the. As Chris said, they've beaten 3 top teams in the west of Ireland. And no way is this going to be an easy game. Unless we know go out with the right attitude, give it 100% effort and commitment.
I think we saw it in Solar Park last year in the Connaught Cup final. The performance on the day, really was a kid.
Yeah, we went in against Ballina last year in the Connaught Cup. Ballina, I think, had 1 defeat and 1 draw in the league the whole season. Our league form last year was very up and down between injuries to Chris and Shelley was out, and there was a lot of lads playing Gaelic, and we lost a lot of games we shouldn't have lost, and we're just bad. But I suppose we're complete underdogs, like going in, and no one has given us a chance. But I knew in my heart and soul, between all them lads that we had available on the day, I knew if we approached the game properly, that we'd come out with the win. And from start to finish, we dominated the game. And it just goes to prove what Danny says, like, you need the consistency. Like, if them players are available week in, week out, we are fit to challenge for a league title, but you need the consistency, and you need to get the lads out training week in, week out. But the players are here in this club to win the league, no problem, but you need the consistency.
And that's another trick too, then, integrate with the players. You know, the older lads, there's no old lads on the team, but the older lads.
Half of me.
Yeah, the older lads, we call them, the younger lads, like, because of this run that we got with the 2 teams in the competitions, you know, we were left with kind of, well, it's benefited the young lads, you know, a few young lads on the bench there, and getting all them gelling together, a couple of new players that came in this year, and, you know, on the day getting all them combined, it's looking good in the league.
It is, yeah. There is a few young lads coming in. Tara Burns have been brilliant. Shawnee Corcoran, Colin McHenry, Rory Henry, Darren Fernandez, even Michael Fye was trying. There's a lot of good young players there, and they're pushing the older lads. I'm not saying Chris is old, but the older, more experienced lads. They're pushing them, and it works both ways. Chris is pushing them, and they're pushing him as well.
Chris is pushing them though.
I like that everyone's pushing each other, so that makes the squad stronger. It makes the competition stronger. It makes everyone fight for that jersey. They want to keep it, and they've got to keep hold of it. So
how do you call it, Tony?
How am I calling it? Is the glass half empty or half full? To me, it's half full. On Sunday evening, it'll be full to the neck. I have no doubt, but I've been watching this team for quite a while. Now, I was there in 88, had a break. See that ball being punched off the ground into the net. And we lost it. Gus Kennigan. Next time we were over. Jeez, I never forget.
Remember that,
I've heard it.
Yes. 2004 in the game is over, I want Chris Mahan to be looking for me and me looking for Chris. Yeah, and
Not to run away from
he said, Tommy, you go on that cup for a minute, and Jerry, you come in and you take a photograph, because, geez, you're up with the next one. I don't know. And I want Chris to come with the cup.
We're not going anywhere.
Yeah, and you take a photograph.
I will indeed. Well, fair play.
I had no doubt that, because I've seen that team there. We have strikers of top class quality. We have a midfield that works the butt off.
Yeah.
Now, all our ability was, you might have two or three good lads in the back four. Today, we have a plethora. We have four strong people across the back. Now, we have a choice of three goalkeepers. Now, for a rural club, lads and girls and lads, this is phenomenal. It's unreal, you know, because we are surrounded by bigger clubs.
Yeah.
And I've seen now with the Ballinaires at a few of their games, and they're struggling this year because their back four is porous.
Yeah.
We are strength from our goalkeeper up to our 11, you know. Now, and on top of that, we have a good, very strong bench.
Yeah.
And I think, I'm not thinking, I'm sure,
Yeah.
because I was always kind of negative.
Yeah.
Will I go to the game? No, I won't. I'll be shaking a bit today, so I won't have to. That was my attitude.
Fair play.
That was my attitude.
Fair play, sir.
Now I cannot wait. I'm chomping at the bit to go to all the games.
Yeah.
And I have no doubt, please God, everything will fall into place.
Yeah.
I have a question
We
for
need-
Tommy, just out of that. Should we win the cup, and if we win the cup, will you get the drink with me, you will?
No.
No pictures on.
We're almost complete. All I have to say is very little here from my point of view. I'm going to leave that few words to the two chairmen, the chairman of the club and the chairman of our support group. But we have a new thing around here. Since I joined the committee, I've heard this an awful lot. There's three words going on. We have business, we have football, and we have fun. And I think this is the business bit done here tonight. The football will take its own place on Sunday, and we'll have the fun afterwards.
But don't you?
And
That's it.
I leave it now. The one last thing I will encourage is everyone to come out on Sunday and support these teams. I want to see people here tomorrow evening. Forget about the big old match in the road, Gaspare. Come out and we get the crowd out to support the ladies. The ladies have a tough game here tomorrow evening against Craigmore, Claregalway, and half six, yeah. And we get the support out. Tomorrow morning there's a fundraiser for the Connaught final outside Dan Roach's in Ball, and there'll be different players and committee members there. €2 will buy you shopping for the week if you can win this trolley full of shopping. And in Dan Roach's, in Paul Cunningham's shop in Balcarra, there's still care flags for sale, and it would be great to see the road full of blue and white. And with that, I'll hand it over to John Durkin to give his view on the game on Sunday.
Yeah, Jerry, I just have to concur with what Lads said. I think Chris has said quite a bit, so has Connie, in the lines of no bad team gets to a final. I do think we're going into the game at an advantage in that we are underdogs. It feels like it's we're underdogs anyway. And I base that on the fact that, not taking into account where Connaught Rangers are in Galway, but the fact that the teams they have beaten on the way to the final, and Chris pointed out there very well, and that is they're beaten, Athenry, Calgary and Merview. And in Athenry and Merview, they have taken the last 4 Connaught titles between them.
Correct.
They have taken 2 each. Merview has taken the last 2 and Athenry took the 2 before. So on that basis, they're a fair outfit. I think it will take a performance like the performance we put in against Westport and Castlebar Celtic to win it. I think we can win it. I have absolute great confidence in the players and great massive confidence in you, Danny, to put it off on the day. I hope we can do it. But as I said, it will take some performance to do it. There's no such thing as an easy final. And on top of that, no matter who you are, you need a little bit of luck.
Fair play, that's nice. Final word to you, David.
Final word. Well, we're nearly there. It's been a long year. Jerry, that's the problem, John. Thanks to Jerry for a fantastic host for the little thanks to Tracy for coming along and everybody here. Chris, the very best of luck on Sunday. We've full faith in you, yourself and Danny. You put in a Trojan couple of months' work. We've all seen you in the field. We know without any shadow of a doubt you can win the match. We're all there to support you. To all our fans, we've a huge support travelling next Sunday, so we welcome you all out as Jerry has already. We'd love to see you there in great numbers. Best of luck to Carrum Celtic on the day. We hope it's a good day. We hope everybody really enjoys themselves, but most of all, we want to see Manola lifting the cup for the first time, and if we do, there'll be celebrations well into Monday morning. And on that, is it safe to say good night, safe home.